Live today we will be making waist beads. I will be showing you how to do everything. So if you are interested in learning how to make some waist beads, grab you your supplies. You will need whatever primary cord you decide or string you decide to use. I'm using nylon cord today. You could also use mer cotton thread. You can set it up where it's thick enough to support bigger size threads, beads. So just play around with whatever you're comfortable with. But for today, this is what I'm using. So what I did was I measured my string at 60 inches long. And then we're going to cut that off. We're going to make one knot at the bottom. And then where we're going to connect the needle. So we're going to grab our needle right now. Feed the extra. Now I don't usually use this cord to feed through the needle because the hole's kind of small, and I'm sure it probably could fit, but I like to use the thread to connect it. So we're gonna feed that through. Let me get close. Just like that. All right, so now that's fed through, and now you're gonna grab the main string and you're gonna pick one end of the string that's in the needle and just make a knot with that string. And this is how you connect your string to your needle. So I'm gonna do it 2 times just to make sure that while I'm creating, I don't have to worry about the string coming apart, because it does happen. But you don't want to put too many knots because you don't want to make that knot too big where it's like interfering with your work. So now that we got that done, we'll put this to the side. And now we're gonna prepare our beads. So I want to do a yellow mix with purple. So I have this purple here. I'm just gonna pour it in. I'm not gonna do too much of that one. I'm actually gonna do a light purple and a dark purple. I wanna mix it. So that's the light purple. There's our dark purple right here. If you're interested in these containers, I got them from the Dollar Tree. I haven't seen them recently, but they work amazingly. The only thing is, if this thing falls, if they fall, they're gonna have beads everywhere. So we're gonna just add in the dark purple, just like that. And now we're gonna add in our yellow. Now I could do this one of 2 ways. I could do the yellow like a color block, which I think I kind of want to do, or I could mix the yellow in. So this is an electric bead spinner that I'm using today. You can get it from Amazon. It costs about, I think, $13, something like that. So let me just connect that, and then we'll turn that on, just like that. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my wooden bead spinner. I got some rose gold in there right now, so I'm just gonna pour that out, put that to the side, and I'm gonna put my yellow in my wooden bead spinner. Now let me push this up a little bit. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if I don't get to answer them right now during the live, I will come back and answer them later on. All right, so we're gonna move this to the side, bring our yellow here, and then pour that into our wooden bead spinner. Now the wooden bead spinner is more expensive. I think I paid about $20 for it. But I had it for a long time. It lasts long. You couldn't tell that it was a day old. You know, it's old. It's like I said, 2 years old, but it lasts. And it's really your preference. When I first started making waist beads, I like to do it by hand, manually. But when I had a pop-up shop and things was really like, hey guys, hi Elizabeth, hi from the hill. I'm doing good. I'm just doing a quick little tutorial on how to make some waist beads. Waist beads are used for various reasons. If you want me to go into that, just let me know in the comments. This is so interesting. Yeah, I see a lot of people like get so mesmerized when I'm like creating my waist beads, and I'm like, okay. All right, so we got our mixes together. So first thing we're gonna do is make our anchor knot, and the anchor knot is used with using one bead. So we're gonna get one bead on here. Oh, let me put the flash on. We'll put one bead on, and then we're gonna slide that down, and then we're gonna make our knot here, right there at the bottom. I like to tie mine 3 times. Ooh. I like to tie mine 3 times. So that's 1. You want to make sure that's secure, it's not moving anywhere. 2 and 3. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I try to come on here in the morning time so we could create together. So if that's something you think you could get yourself into, definitely follow your girl. So we're gonna just put our needle inside of our bead spinner. And I'm gonna do like 20 purple and then alternate with the blue. 5, 10, 15, and 20. So you don't have to necessarily count the way I count. I like to count sometimes just because it just helps me keep my patterns neat. But if you don't care about that and you really just want to like, you just got a new subscriber. Thank you for the subscribe. You don't have to make it uniform, okay? You could freestyle it however you want. Me, I just like to have that uniform look. So whatever suits you. So now we're gonna go in with the yellow. So I'm gonna do, we did 20 of the purple. I'm gonna do 5 yellow. Well, let's do 10 yellow. 5 and 10. All right. So let's see how that's looking. We're gonna slide it down. So that's what it's looking like so far. I think what I'm gonna do is do 5, add purple. Yeah. So I'm gonna do 5 because I'm not really happy with that. I know I just started, but I have a vision, okay? So we're gonna do 5 of the yellow, and I'm gonna do like 3 purple, and then go back in with the yellow, 5 of the yellow. And I just want the purple to kind of flow throughout the waist bead. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. All right. Thank you for the heart, Elizabeth. And then we're gonna go back in with our purple. I do have some accent yellow beads, gems here that I do want to add to this creation. Let me show you them real quick. So this is what they look like. Real pretty, real sparkly. I like those gems because like in the sun, it really goes off. So yeah. So instead of constantly counting, I usually will count like this, and then I'll just measure to see if the colors are like the same length, if that makes sense. So that way I'm not stuck like 1, 2, 3, 4. That could become very time consuming. And when you're trying to knock these beads out and get them done, you don't want to slow down. So this one's a little long, so I'm just going to take off 1 bead, and then we'll go back into the yellow. Slide that one in. So 5 yellows. If you're interested in buying or starting to wear waist beads, I left some links in the comments in the description box. And in the description box, you will find the link to my website, shopmerenasjewelry.myshopify.com. Because period. And also you'll find my ebook there, The Art of Waist Beads. And that's just a good guide to kind of introduce you to the world of waist beads, what they're used for, and things of that sort. How to get started, how to find your supplies. Ooh, I messed up. So I'm supposed to do 3 purple. Let me take off this purple. Yeah, so you could definitely check out the link in the description box. I actually got a sale going on right now where waist beads are starting from as little as $5. So you got no excuse. If you really want to get into wearing waist beads, you can. Take advantage of the sale. It's gonna be ending soon, so 5 of the yellow, and then back to the 20. Back to the 20 purple. As you do it, you'll start kind of eyeballing and knowing how much beads you kind of got on there. Do you have a lot of people in your life? I have a question. Do you have a lot of people in your life? Yeah, I do. I do have a lot of people in my life. That was a random question. Do you have a lot of people in your life? Alright, so I'm going to now add, now I'm kind of torn. I don't know if I want to add those accent beads, and that's these, now, or if I should wait till I hit the middle part. So let me know in the comments what y'all think. You want me to add them now or wait? Most of the time, yeah, a lot. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to just continue with the design right now because that's what I think I want to do. I didn't hear add them. Alright, add them. Okay. I was just waiting for y'all to respond. So we're going to add one yellow here. And usually I don't like to add my accent beads to the end of my waist beads. And that's because when you're tying them on, these beads at the end is the first beads to go. So I don't like to put too much designs at the end. Not saying that I don't ever, but I'll do a little bit and then add my design like how I am doing here. So we're going to do our yellow. 5 of the yellow. And then 3 of the purple. You will notice, depending on where you buy your beads, that sometimes the beads is going to be broken. Don't be tacky, all right? If you're trying to sell this, make sure you throw away those broken beads. Don't try to, don't try to save them, all right? And I'm going to put in another accent yellow. And slide it down. And that's what it's looking like. Real pretty. All right, back to the purple. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And then yellow. And you'll just continue this pattern until you get to the end of your string. Now what I'm going to do is I don't want to have too many of the accent beads close together. So I'm going to do it every, okay, round. I guess I could call it a round. So instead of doing it now, adding this accent bead, I'm going to do this design here without the accents here. And then when it's time to do the design again, I'll add more of the accent bead, okay? I hope that makes sense. So now we're going to go back in with the 3. And then back to the 5. And then back to the purple. And then after we do this purple, now we're going to add that accent yellow again. 5, 10, 15, and 20. So now we'll add our accent yellow. Go on with our plain solid yellow. 5 of this one. Then 3 of your purple. 5. And 3. Another 5 of the yellow. spin it, spin it, spin it good. And then another accent. Boom. So this is what it's looking like. All right. And then go back in with our purple. Now make sure that you take your time when you're putting your beads onto your string. If you try to rush through it, you can and you will encounter some pretty nasty 15 knots. So take your time. 20. Go back in with our yellow. So remember, this round we're just gonna do the plain design, and then in the next time after this, after we do the 20 of the purple, we'll add the accent beads again. Now this is actually a new design. I've never did a design like this, so I'm feeling it. Oh, Maria, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm not poor, but you are gonna get blocked though. So let's do that real quick. Put on time out. Do I want to put you in time out, or do I want to mute you? I'll put you in time out. That's what I do. I mean, I don't understand why you feel the need to come onto here and like be negative, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to get rid of that. Whoever Maria was, I had to get her out of the chat. She was being super nasty. All right, so now we're gonna go back to our 20 beads and then use our accent yellow. So 20 of the beads. So 5, 10, 15, and 20. All right, that's 20. Now accent yellow. 5 of our plain. The hardest part about making waist beads is really coming up with the initial design you want to do for that strand, you know. But once you get on the roll with it, it's just gonna come naturally. So we're gonna add our accent, just like that. And back to our purple. When you're making your beads, or getting used to your bead spinner, don't get discouraged that you don't see your beads climbing up your needle. It could be a number of things. Sometimes it could be you didn't put enough beads inside the bead spinner, or sometimes it's just how you're holding your needle. So if it's not happening the first time, don't get discouraged. Just continue to practice. So right now, if you look at my string, I have this loop. We don't want no loops like that. So you just pull the string like that and it's going, and then pull it down. Okay? So back to our plain design with the yellow and purple. 5 yellow, 3 purple. 5 yellow, 3 purples, and 5 yellows. Boom. And then back to our purple. So 5, 10, 15, and 20. All right, back to our yellow. 1 accent yellow, 5 solid yellows, 3 purples, and 5 yellows. So, also, what was I gonna say? I just forgot. Oh, I was gonna say, you don't have to, of course, use the colors that I'm using. You can do this with literally any color. Just let me be your guide, really, until you got your footing. But once you know what you're doing, it's gonna be so much fun for you to just go into your bead spinner, create whatever you feel in that day. Sometimes it might be a bright person. Sometimes it might be some black and gold. You never know. Go with your mood. I like to say that because this days when you're just off and you're like, man, I don't want to see no yellow. I want to see dark blue. 5, 10, 15, and 20. So this strand would signify spirituality, happiness, joy, femininity, and cheerfulness. 5 of that. We're doing the solid design. 3 purples. 3 purples. And 5 yellow. We're almost at the end. And like I said, you can always extend this this design. So for example, if you're making this for like a client who is very plus size and maybe needs a waist bead that's 80 inches long or 70 inches long, you know, give them that extra space to have, and you can make it any length. You can make this 80 inches long if you needed to. There is no rules. Rosa, what is that? Oh man, we got the police in the comments today. I'm here to make people mad, I guess, today. So we're gonna do 5 of this. 5, 10, 15, 18, 20. Now, if this is not your cup of tea, feel free to keep on swiping. There's no need for your negativity. What I'm doing, there is nothing wrong with it. It's whatever your beliefs are, and your beliefs does not match my beliefs, and that's okay. That's completely fine, but do not shun or shy away any of my other subscribers because it's not your cup of tea. We're not going to do that here. So we're going to go back into the 5. 3 of the purple. And 5 of the yellow. Just like that. Slide it on down. And then put your accent bead. And then back to our purple. So I think we got about maybe 2 more rounds of this design. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I'm just guessing right now, but I think we're gonna have to just finish up in like 2 more rounds. 10, 15, and 20. Now I can't find my tape measure today, so what I'm gonna use is just like another waist bead strand that I have next to me to measure if it's the same length. But you would check to see if you hit the mark of where you want your beads to stop. So if you want it to be 50, then you'll measure, or you'll keep doing this until you get to 50 inches long, or 70 inches long, or 80 inches long, whatever. And then back to our 5. So right now, since I know I'm hitting the end, I believe, let me see. Yeah. So here I'm gonna just continue doing the plain design, because we're, like I said, when you cut your beads off, they're gonna be the first ones to go because they're at the bottom of the strand. So I don't put any accent beads down there. But enough for this one. 5, 10. And then we're gonna dawn off. 15, and I need 1 more. 20. All right. And And like I said, for purposes of the length, I just got this yellow waist bead next to me. All right, so yeah, I need to do a little bit more, and then we'll officially hit the end. So we're gonna do our yellow design again. 5 yellows, 3 greens, 5 yellows. 5 yellows, 5 yellows, 3 greens, and 5 yellows. And then go back in with that purple. And then we'll measure again. So 5, 10, 15, and 20. We're going to do 22 because I think, or 21, I think we hit the end. All right, so let me get my orange waist bead again. And then put them side by side, and that's it. All right, so this one's actually longer. I ain't mad at it, I ain't mad at it. So let me show you how to end it. We'll put this orange one to the side. And you're gonna get your, we'll turn this off. We're gonna get our scissors, cut that off. Get rid of this little piece of thread, we don't need that. And then we're gonna slide down one string. Hi, Era. I'm gonna tie one string, one bead to the bottom of the string, 2 and 3. And then you can make a slip knot here. Like that. And then slide it to the side. And you would just repeat that same step to the other side. So we're gonna see the final reveal. What we got, what we got, what we got. And this is how it looks. Beautiful. All right, well, if you found this content, thanks for shouting my name, of course. If you find this useful, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Click the links in the description box so you can get the ebook, The Art of Waist Beads, if you want to start making your own waist beads. If you want to buy these, it will be on the website later today, and it'll be available for purchase. So that is all I got for you guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And if you're interested in making your beads, bring your supplies so we can do it together. All right? Oh, good job, Era. That's what I'm talking about. And send it to somebody who else needs to see this. We're vibing over here. So I'll see you tomorrow, Era. I'll be on around like 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I'll catch you then. I'm headed to TikTok if you guys are interested. I'll be playing my music and chilling and vibing, and I'll be continue making my waist beads. So until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.